This is actually a slide which to encourage you, because I welcome you to all these wonderful economic class. Here one thing is important, that is everything precious in life has a cost. That means you cannot get anything without a cost. That cost not only uh, measured in terms of price always, it can be some other cost also. So with that note, economics, we are starting our first chapter. In this chapter, we will understand what do we mean by economics. Now, let me tell you, economics came from a Greek word called oikonomia, जो कि divided है two parts में. One is oikos, which means household, and another is nomos, that means management. So earlier it was decided that economics will be a subject which deals with household management. Okay. Now I can uh, give you example that you have a family, you have parents in your house, you have siblings. Now your father or mother earn money and they decide how to run the family. How much money to be kept for consumption purpose, how much money will have to be kept for uh, entertainment, how much will have to be saved, how much will have to be spent on your education. So they divide the total resources in this way. They have a plan. Why they have a plan? Because no one has unlimited resources, but our wants are unlimited. I'm coming to that example later, but that's why we need to make a plan. हमें एक plan बनाना पड़ता है, so that we can run our family in the most efficient way. Aristotle described economy as a household management. That means there are problems of food, there are problems of shelter, clothing, education, treatment, the family members. So process of solving all these problems by earning money, or how you will distribute your income among the different expenditures which is required for a family. And we can think the family का एक बड़ा पार्ट हम देख सकते हैं इकोनॉमी में. Economy में also there are resources, and that resources are limited. With that limited resources, we need to distribute the resources in such a way so that we can get a efficient economy. Adam Smith is one of the important economics of the world. He is called father of economics. Adam Smith is called father of economics. Question may come, who is considered as father of economics? So answer will be Adam Smith. According to Adam Smith, economics is related to the wealth. Adam Smith ने एक book लिखा था 1776 में. The name of the book was An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nations. Sometimes it is also called Wealth of Nations only. So in this book, Adam Smith discussed that if a country accumulates wealth, then country grows. Economic growth is possible for that country. And how this accumulation wealth will be there? Through the increase of production. So according to Adam Smith, if a country increases its production, then the country will be developed. This is the main thing of Adam Smith. So we can give a definition of economics. Economics का actually definition बोल के कुछ नहीं होता है. Economics definition has been given by many economists. सारे इकोनॉमिस्ट अपने अपने हिसाब से डेफिनेशन दिया है. Last they have decided on a particular definition, that is economics is what economists do. You understand? That means there is no limitations of activity. What economists do, that are economists only. Now we can give a definition like an economic system which refers to the way in which resources of a country are used to produce goods and services, and the manner in which these goods and services are distributed for consumption. This is a very complicated definition. Don't go with it. First of all, understand what do we mean by economy. An economy is a system where different economic activities are performed. ये economic activities है क्या? Production, distribution, trade. Now, all economic activities will have to be related to monetary transaction. Now, if there is no monetary transaction, then that will not be called an economic activity. Suppose I am teaching to you. I am teaching in a school. I am paid salary for that. It is an economic activity. But if I teach my own daughter, I am not paid for that. I am doing it by my love, affection. So these will not be considered as economic activity. So all these economic activities which are related to money transactions in an economic system, they will be called economic activity. And economic system is a system, is a situation where all these economic activities are done. Got it? Economics is a study of choices and choice making. Choice making related to every individual. It can be for family, it can be for society, it can be for institution, it can be for state, nations, whole world. So economies is a choice. I am giving one example. Suppose after your class 10 board exam, your father has given you ₹1,000. जी जा बेटा, जी ले अपना जिंदगी. ठीक है? तो तुम लोग कैसे जियोगे जिंदगी? ₹1,000 में क्या क्या कर सकते हो? Tell me what you want to do. Each and everyone tell me your desire. जाओ फ्रेंड्स के साथ कुछ करो. क्या करोगे?
I would invest the money in the stock market.
You will invest in stock market. Okay. बहुत सीरियस चीज सोच रहे हो. पापा ने एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए पैसा दिया है, जाओ फ्रेंड्स के साथ मजा करो, और तुम और पैसे बढ़ाने के लिए सोच रहे हो.
Mom, say that go see a movie.
वेरी गुड. एकदम मेरे टाइप का हो. मूवी देखने जाना चाहते हो. और
Mom, lunch पे.
लंच पे जाएंगे फ्रेंड्स के साथ. और
Buy a sketchbook.
स्केचबुक बाय करेंगे. और ड्रेस नहीं खरीदोगे? तो इतना कुछ करने का तुम्हारा मन चाहता है कि नहीं? नाउ टेल मी, हाउ मेनी ऑफ दीज कैन बी मेड इन ₹1,000?
मैम जो ऑप्शंस बोले सभी कुछ हो सकता है.
1000 में सब हो जाएगा?
मतलब एक जैसे सिर्फ लंच करना है तो सिर्फ लंच, जैसे एक साथ में सब
नहीं. सपोज यू हैव ऑल दिस डिजायर, यू हैव 1 मिनट.
अच्छा, वन पर्सन हैज एवरीथिंग.
मन तो करता है कि सब कुछ करूं, isn't it? मन करता है कि इन्वेस्ट भी करूं, मन करता है कि मूवी भी जाऊं फ्रेंड्स के साथ, मन करता है लंच भी करूं, ड्रेस भी खरीदूं, स्केच बुक भी खरीदूं. बट कर पाओगे 1000 में? और कम कर देती हूँ पैसा। पापा ने बोला नहीं अभी थोड़ा सा पैसा कम ही देंगे, 500। क्या क्या करोगे 500 में?
स्टेप को कर पाएगा।
हाँ, that means the problem is your resources, है ना? You have a limited resources but you have a unlimited want. wants का कोई limitation नहीं होता है। तुम्हारा इच्छा, तुम्हारा डिजायर, तुम्हारे विश, इसका कोई लिमिटेशन नहीं है। बट लिमिटेशन जो है वो पैसों का, रिसोर्स का। सिमिलरली एक इकोनॉमी में भी ऐसे ही सिचुएशन है। नाउ इन दिस केस इतने सारे डिजायर्स में यू विल हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि which one you will choose and which one you will discard. तो मैं अगर तुम लोगों को चॉइस करने बोलूं तो तुम लोग क्या चूज करोगे? मूवी, आई थिंक मूवी एंड लंच। मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट विल चूज दैट बिकॉज उसमें ज्यादा मजा आएगा ना। फ्रेंड्स के साथ मूवी देखने जाएंगे, फिर खाएंगे वाएंगे, एक दिन तो मजा आएगा, पापा ने जो पैसा दिया है कि नहीं? तो यहाँ पे तुम कर क्या रहे हो? यू आर मेकिंग अ चॉइस। नाउ यहाँ पे जस्ट ये छोटी सी सिचुएशन को अगर हम एक इकोनॉमिक की पर्सपेक्टिव से देखें, सोचो हमारा देश एक इकोनॉमी है, इतने लोग 130 करोड़ पीपल, इतने डिजायर्स, सोसाइटी का कितना डिजायर्स। व्हाट अबाउट रिसोर्सेस? we have limited resources. Now these resources is not only money. These resources can be financial resources, it can be physical resources, it can be natural resources. Now why these natural physical resources are important? Because these things are required for the production activity in our economy. हमारे इकोनॉमी में प्रोडक्शन एक्टिविटी करने के लिए तो चाहिए नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज, लैंड चाहिए, we need human resources, लेबर चाहिए, बहुत चीजें चाहिए, but that are not in a sufficient amount. then इकोनॉमी को भी एक चॉइस करना पड़ता है among the resources, which resources to be chosen. तुम लोगों ने पढ़ चुके थे ना, judicious use of resources is very much necessary for sustainable development. that means एक तो है एग्जॉस्टेबल रिसोर्सेस, एक है नॉन एग्जॉस्टेबल, दैट मीन्स रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेस। बट रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्स को भी हम अनलिमिटेड यूज नहीं कर सकते, देन द सस्टेनेबिलिटी विल नॉट बी मेंटेन। इसका मतलब है वी हैव टू मेक अ चॉइस, एंड इकोनॉमिक्स एज अ सब्जेक्ट इज अ subject of making choice between how these resources will be distributed, how this resource will optimally used so that it will give a most efficient means of production. मतलब इकोनॉमी को अच्छी तरह से प्रोडक्शन एफिशिएंट बनाने के लिए तुम्हें रिसोर्स को कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है among the different choices, that is important. Suppose I am giving an example of a country के पास बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स है, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट प्रॉब्लम्स है, इन्फ्लेशन प्रॉब्लम्स है, बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट्स है, इतने सारे प्रॉब्लम्स है. Now government will have to make a choice that which problem is the very alarming problem. If inflation, government thinks, is to be solved immediately because that is the priority, most priority, then government will have to make a choice, isn't it? That's why it is called that economics is a subject which make a choice. So economics has wide application and relevance to all individual and institution. How to solve this problem? Now, all this problem comes from scarcity of resources. This is very important. Note down this thing. Scarcity of resources. We have two basic problems in our economy. First problem is, write down note, basic problems of an economy. First is scarcity of resources. So we have scarcity of resources. Scarcity means insufficiency. That is, which is not enough in the society. And all resources are limited in supply. Then the decisions will have to be made in such a way, in the best possible way, that how we can use these resources in the most efficient manner. Natural resources, human resources, physical resources, all the resources will have to be used in the most efficient manner by making a proper choice. And it is not like that कि एक developed country है तो उसको choice नहीं करना पड़ता है. These choice can be choice making decision can be undertaken by each and every country. So this is the first basic problem, that is scarcity of resources. The second basic problem is unlimited human wants. Write it down. Unlimited human wants. That means हमारा wants का कोई limitation नहीं है. If one wants is satisfied, a new wants generates. जब भी तुम्हारा रेस्टोरेंट में खाना हो जाएगा तब तुम सोचोगे अभी मूवी देखने चलते हैं. अगर पैसा बच जाएगा तो अभी एक स्केच बुक खरीदते हैं. अगर पैसा बच जाएगा मैं एक ड्रेस खरीद देती हूँ. So if there are desires, that is unlimited. Human wants का कोई limitation नहीं है. Now human wants के हिसाब से तो हमारे इतने scarcity है नहीं. Sorry, it resources है नहीं. There is a scarcity in the resources, insufficiency in the resources. Then what we have to do? We have to make a decision on the basis of which resources will have to be used, or what are resources available that will have to be used in the best possible way so that we can get maximum out of it. Isn't it? So these are the two basic problems of an economy. An economic problem arises from these two basic problems. That is limited resources and unlimited human wants. Got it? यहाँ तक किसी को कुछ क्वेश्चन है?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So it's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
And another basic problem comes, that is alternatives. एक resource को, write it down, alternative use of resources. Number 3, एक resource को how can use it in different cases. Coal can be used for the production in factory. Coal can be used for cooking in household. So there are alternative use of resources. So resources are being used in different alternatives. That's why their demand are also increasing. Then the problem of economies arises. About economic system. मैं already बोल चुकी हूँ, economic system is a situation, is a state where economic problems will have to be solved, where different types of economic activities are performed. We have 3 types of economic system. Number 1 is called capitalist economy, second is socialist economy, and third is mixed economy. Different types of economic system. कैपिटलिस्ट इकोनॉमी किसे बोलते हैं? That is, the means of production are owned by private individuals, not by the government. Do you understand what I mean? That means there are different factors of production like land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. You have studied these things in class 9. So these are owned by some private individuals. Someone has particular land, someone has labor power, someone has machineries. So for a production, we need to hire all these things from different persons, and we need to pay a return for these factors. Like if we hire land, we pay rent for that. If we hire a labor, we pay wages for that. If we hire money or the capital, we pay interest for that. And if an entrepreneur arranges all these factors of production, he gets the profit. So these means of productions, if that they are owned by private individual or institutions, they will be called capitalist economy. Now talk about socialist economy. Socialism is a kind of system where means of production are owned by state. That means there is nothing individual. एक land, एक रास्ता, उसमें जो है buildings, machines, everything is owned by government, state. Okay, so it is a system where means of production are owned by government. When it is possible in some countries where social justice maintained, where there is equality among different people, there is no class conflict, there is no unemployment problem, government provides employment opportunities to all the people, there are a better utilization of resources. So it's a kind of situation where everything is done by government or a central planning authority. So we can give an example of the Soviet Russia, China, Cuba. These are example of these socialist country. And capitalist country may we can give example of US, France, Germany. But there is no pure capitalism and no pure socialism. ऐसा नहीं है कि सारे के सारे thing is totally owned by individual or सारे के सारे totally owned by. So mixed economy is a kind of economy we get advantages of the capitalist as well as socialist economy, and as well as the disadvantages of both the economy. Mixed economy में private enterprises भी है, government भी है. So if I talk about a mixed economy, what type of economy our country is having?
Mixed.
Why? Sir?
Because, ma'am, there are both privately owned businesses and government owned businesses.
Yes, there are both private enterprises as well as government. Government schools hai, colleges hai, hospitals hai. Similarly, private schools hai, colleges hai, hospitals hai. So both private and government exists. This type of economy is called a mixed economy. Controlled economy matlab there is a control. मैंने अभी बोला ना, central planning authority is there. That is controlled. They control everything. That is what
Controlled will be socialistic.
socialism. Yes.
Yeah.
And market economy, it is called market because everything is market determined. No control of the government. Automatically price and everything is determined automatically. And Adam Smith called that there is an invisible hand which is operating. Okay, that means no one is controlling, but it's like some invisible hand are there who is doing everything possible. Okay, so these are another name of capitalism का another name है market economy, and socialism का another name है control economy or centrally planned economy.